What is up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hello, hello, hello. Looky, we got a nice goodie here, but we're gonna do a little nail therapy sesh with sugar. This is like nail therapy, but spring, and also those. You see those? Yeah. But it's also Chit Chat. Where have I been? What has been going on? So I figured I'd go live, and yeah. Let me make this screen bigger. Alright, there we go. So, look at this. Square tips, y'all. I also went ahead and did the bottom of them the way that I want it. So I did get those. Your girl doesn't wear, like, square nails, typically, okay? But I do have some goodies I want to unbox for you guys. Just come chill with me. What up, girl? How are you? Let me set you up here. Hold on. Can y'all see? Hopefully you can see pretty good, but yeah. I have had these on my table for like 5 days, guys. 5 days. Shit's been cray cray here. Hold on, I gotta shut my door, y'all. Alright. We are chilling like a villain today. You're what? Hold on. Did I say... I did read that right. Oh, shit. Pings, eh? Nice. Hi, Celtic. How are you, babes? How's you doing? Hello, dear. Hello, hello. Looky. Alright, so these are the nails. These are 3X. This is on Amazon. I think you get these, but I got these. Tasha sent these to me. And some of these are warped, y'all. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let me grab one that's not warped, so you guys can actually, like, see. Can you guys see the difference in the warp? Do you see how big it is? I don't know. Can you guys actually see that? See how this is nice and flat, and then you have, like, this weird warped looking? Half of the tips are like that, and half of the tips are normal. These are actually nice, sturdy tips. I actually like them. I do have to, get them to... I have to file them to fit around my thumb and stuff, but they're not bad. They're actually really nice for a pair of straight tips as a 3XL. I did cut it down and do my little moon shape, but how are y'all doing? I got some goodies in. I want to show you guys. We're gonna chit chat today. Where have I been? What have I been doing? Most of you know, most of you don't know. If you don't care, that's cool too. Bye. See you later. Or you can say whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Hi Leah, how are you? Is it Leah or Lee? Leah or Lee? I don't know. I think it's Leah, right? It's just not with an H. But I have until 2 p.m. Okay? And then I have to go get sis. And then that's why this says part 1. Because I figured we wouldn't get past a lot. Just by, you know, whatever. But we're going to be doing some spring nails. And of course, I wanted to... The first way? Okay. I wanted to, you know, go live because, y'all, have you ever had them thoughts? You come and sit down at your table and you get right back up. I've had a lot of those over the years. And over the past, I would say month and a half. I think I've only been live twice. Twice, y'all. Twice. That's it. So, it's a record, which is crazy because I went from going every day to, not, essentially, and, it's been a lot. I'm not gonna lie here, but I'm fine. I'm okay. You know, this bitch is strong, okay? Okay? Me, I'm strong, okay? So, I'm good to go. You know, might be hard sometimes, but sometimes you just gotta be a hermit, and you just gotta, like, be a hermit and just be a hermit. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But, aw. But, like, I have these two colors because I sat out to show you guys the difference between them. Do you see how muted these colors are? Can you tell the difference, hopefully? This is how muted these colors are. They're super beautiful, but this is my favorite set of Madam Glam polishes that I freaking own. Okay, my favorite set in the world is this set right here. I love it. I love that they did the little whatever, the House of Light collection. It's my absolute favorite set. So I was going to ask you guys if we do a rainbow. Do we do a full rainbow for the spring nails? And do like these little like rainbow flowers. And I picked out these butterflies. And like, I thought about doing like Frenchies, like marbled Frenchies. I know a lot of people don't, I don't know. But I thought about putting this like in the center of the Frenchie and then having the flowers kind of either come down or, I don't know, or follow like, and then this one would be like the whole rainbow. We put little butterflies kind of going doo 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 with some flowers. And I don't know about these ones, but coming down the opposite direction here, these ones can probably be a full French, at least a full French, you know, because I don't really do Frenchies a lot, but I figured that would be cool. Yeah, I am. Rainbow power, I know, right? And then, because I want to do, like, when I did my other rainbow nails, I found these stickers. And they had, like, all these, like, little stars and stuff on them. I obviously love the 4-pointed stars on my fave. But eventually we're going to be doing a peep set again with these stickers. Last year, if you guys didn't see that peep set, go check it out because it was bomb. But I have these little gold butterflies too. I also got these. They're really cool. I don't know if you've ever seen them or not. Hi, Eagle. How are you? So we have those, and then I have these little guys too, but I was like thinking if we did like a purple, teal, and green, or a full rainbow set. Or I could do like purple, teal, and green on one side, and then, you know what I mean, like this on the other side. You know what I mean? So like in the middle, we would meet in the middle with the rainbow. This would be the pink and the orange and the yellow section. This would be like the purple, the blue, and the teal section. And then the middle would be the rainbow. I don't know, but I figured it would be cool to do something along those lines. What do you think? Well, we're just chit-chatting right now. I wanted to do a little bit of a spring set with these beautiful colors that are my absolute favorite from Madam Glam. And, maybe we could add some of this little VARNAIL liquid powder magic stuff over it to give it like that more spring vibe look. I don't know. And then we could add this little top coat over it, add some glitter to it. You guys know me. I like to add glitter throughout my marbles. Do we want to do a marble? I don't know. I just don't like to eat them either, girl. The whole rainbow with a pot of gold. Girl, I don't really celebrate St. Patty's Day. I love you. I love you lots. I've celebrated St. Patty's Day once on a nail set, and I actually won and was put in a magazine my very second year being on YouTube, and I was flabbergasted that even occurred. So yeah, I was thinking, but like, yeah, okay, so I'm gonna like we're gonna do that, but I'm gonna show you guys. So I got this guy. Thanks for hanging with me, guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. Like, for real, for real. I really do love you guys a lot. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Appreciate my mods. I appreciate my freaking members. Y'all are amazing. Also, we have a new member. Shout out to Glitter Rain Mashup Nails. She is now our new member. So let's welcome her in with all the love. And yeah, so I got this from a nail sister, Miss Conjure Up Nails. Sent this out of the blue, y'all, and it like really made my day. I was having such a hard time, and this showed up. I've been waiting on it for a really long time. I didn't really know what it was. She just said, "Hey, I have something coming for you," and I was like, "What? Excuse me? Excuse me?" So I did open it already. I put it back in here so I could just, you know, show the beautifulness. So we have Ball Pit Nails has entered the Sugared Eclipse household, y'all. Okay. So we got a little sticker. We got brush care, which I don't need that. But this is what her thing looks like. Isn't it cute? Nice little card we can smack ourselves with. And then we have these two brushes, which is the Twice as Nice double-ended brush, be able to clean up, and then I think this is the 6mm liner. And then we have the same thing here. This is I forget what this one is, but this is like two of the best ones. I really thought that her unicartons would be like not white, but like super pretty, like regular packaging. You know what I mean? But it's just packaging. At least it's beautinous. I like these little things. I keep these just to put some other stuff in. But yeah, she sent me this. I was having a really, really tough time. And yeah, I was like, what the hell? What the hizzle? Okay, so this is Double Trouble. And these are available. Oh my gosh, they're so light. Wow. Look at that. Look at the tip on that bitch. Love it. I'm going to start using, when I'm done, putting these back on so that my lids don't mess up my brushes. Look at that. We finally got, I have been eyeballing these brushes forever. Hi, Glam. Hi, Nikki. Thank you. Thank you for the lucky clover. Whoop, shit. Whoop. Okay, look at this one. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. That is shiny. Nice, dude. Oh my gosh. I see Conjure use these, and I'm like, I need them all. Because I like the cleanup brush on the other side. And then we have... this is what we were waiting on. Is the Glossy No Wipe Top Coat, everybody. Has entered the building. Enter the building. I'm so excited. Haven't even opened it yet. Let's smell her. No smell. Perfect. She is... kind of reminds me of... she's not a medium. She's more of like a thinner viscosity. But I heard this was like super shiny. So we're going to definitely be testing this baby out. For absolutely sure. And I'm probably use these. But I also have my Madam Glam brushes as well. Yeah, as we know. But yeah, so I just want to say, if you have not checked out Conjure Up Nails, what the hell have you been doing? Okay? You want to know some nail art? Watch her videos, y'all. Okay? Watch her, because she is amazing. She should be working for some of these companies. Like Ball Pit. Ball Pit should absolutely have her on her little stage, because she is amazing, y'all. Okay. And she's my bestie, and I love her too. But, so, I was thinking we're going to do a background, and I got this in a giveaway I won from Miss T, but this is the literal only color I have that is like a pink cover color that is a gel that's not too dark and not too light or too tan or too brown. So can you please send me a pic of the brush care letter? Yeah, I can, dude. Let's see, should I read it? At the end of a painting session, gently blot any remaining gel out of the brush using a lint-free wipe. Remove, swirl the brush several times, and clean 90% alcohol to dissolve remaining gel. Use your fingers to guide the brush hairs and cap shape. Carefully put the cap on. Store in a climate-controlled environment. You know, never store your brush without the cap on. Oh shit, well, you know what? Some brushes don't come with caps, so I'm kind of screwed on that one with some of them. Trace amounts of remaining gel will blah blah blah. Never mix loose glitters, glow powders, or pigments with top coat, and use your brush. They do act like sandpaper, that is true. Place the cap without double checking the brush hairs are not bending or snagging. Okay. Anyway, I'll still send it to you though. Hi, Nana babe. I know, right? Shame on me. But not really shame on me, because guess what? Words have power. Okay? Words can be spells, y'all. Remember that. Remember that. Anyway, that's just my witchy thing coming out. Here's this guy. I haven't really, what do you guys think? Do the whole rainbow half and half, or we do all of them? What are we doing? We're just gonna talk. We're just gonna hang out. We're gonna talk. We're gonna, you know. Hi, Cola. How are you? How's everybody doing today? Is everybody doing fan today? I'm going to put this on here just so I have it on here. And that way we have it. And I don't think you can get these colors anymore. Angelic Sonoda. But I'm just going to put them on here so I have them on here in case we figure out what we want to do. Rainbow, all, each one a different rainbow. Okay, because I was thinking, do like a little thing where we come down like this, and then this side will come down like this, and then we'll use the flowers and like put a little butterfly in the middle of the line of whatever and then these two would be like actual Frenchies. Then this one will be like either a mambre or a marble itself. What do y'all think? I love this blue. I love the muted collection too. You know what I mean? Like the colors are literally not that far off of each other. So it's great. It's just there's an extra purple in this one. But for the most part, the colors are nice. Rainbows and sparkles. Adrena, hello. Hi, can you do a shout out to Perula and Ruby? Shout out to y'all. I probably didn't say your name correctly, but my apologies. I'm not very good with names. Hi, Gordy, my lovely. Leah said rainbows and sparkles. Evat 10, hello, what is up? Look at this. Just look at these colors, y'all. Oh my goodness gracious. So we're doing a marble? Frenchies? Is that what we're doing? Marble Frenchies or a mambre? Should we do a marble on the main or a mambre? I know I do a lot of mambres, but if you are new here, my name is Sugar. Hello, what is up? And mambres are marble ombre together. And it is mine that I came up with a long time ago. Just a fun way to marble. I thought about adding some blooming gel to make the colors like kind of come out really cool looking. You know? Alright. Here are the colors though. The whole thing, I'm not going to do this one, but these ones are all going to have a base of that pink. Because I think this will be really, really, really... You're welcome. I'd love to see a set with the muted color as a base and tips in the matching. Ooh. Huh. It's a great idea, actually. So you're meaning like the background, the bottom of it be the muted colors, and then the tips of them be the brighter colors? That's actually a good idea. But here's the color of this one, which is a really nice, like, kind of a sheer pink color. Because if you're going to do all the colors, you really don't want them to kind of be too much on the nail if you're doing, like, a background and a foreground, if that makes sense. I think that would be a pretty set. Not today, but sometime. Okay. Well, like, what... Explain how you want the background. All rainbow or just individual colors or multiple colors? I'm not going to add a base coat today. I'm just going to add this beautiful see-through color. But I thought, guys, it has been rough on these parts, okay? Most of you guys know I haven't been live in a freaking minute. And I needed that time, you know? I'm definitely not used to like these Korean polishes at all. This is like my first Korean polish set. It's not even a set, just a couple colors. Do you guys, will it level out? I'm hoping. Usually I like to do a sparkle background. Because I feel like a sparkle background gives us like something. Yeah, I'm not used to this. I don't like the lines in it, but I'm sure if you do a secondary coat, it won't be as bad. I don't know about that, guys. Koi boy, hello. It should. I just don't like the lines, like, and it falls to the side. Let's see. And I feel like I have to keep adding to it. It's like you gotta do the one stroke method to, Oh my gosh. How did your... Is it snowing for you guys? It snowed for me last night. I see that. I freaking heard it. I freaking hate it. I freaking hate that. It's a pretty color though. It's very warm. I have some of the Kenji in there, a little streaky. I see, that's why I was... But maybe it'll like level out. I just didn't want to have... You guys know me. I like to do one coat. I don't like to do a bunch of coats. I like to do one coat. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna like that. Hold up, y'all. It's a great color, though. But I might have to go with my original color, which is Vintage Rose, this one. Or we could do the glitter one. Alright, hold up, y'all. Okay, well, I can't find my glitter one. Oh my gosh, it's right in front of my face. Here's the glitter one. I think that glitter one's going to be a lot better. Make the colors pop more. Hi, Mabel. It is cooler yesterday. Well, like, we ended up... It did level out, though. It actually did level out, but I don't really want it to be too clear. I guess if I'm going like this, and it's on my nail, it's not going to be too bad. Alright, let's see what this one's looking like. See what I mean with that sparkle? I feel like that sparkle is going to be better. Alright. So, I literally... It has been... This is a gorgeous color, though, and it did actually clear out for the most part. So that's not a bad color. I just think I want to do it a little bit more glitter instead of cool tone. Or this one. Thank you. I don't know who that was, but... Hi, Sandra. Hi, Mabel. I thought it was going to be a little bit more opaque than what it was, but that's okay. Not a big deal. You just wipe it off and do it again. Okay. We're just hanging out. Wait, what did I miss? Cordy said something, but I can't see it. It went up the screen. Alright, let's see. This one's almost somewhat similar, but it's a little bit cool toned. But you'll be able to see through it, right? But you got that glitter background, so it kind of gives you that milky glitter background versus just... That pink was really pretty, though. I'm not gonna lie. But I like the glitter background. And I think I actually did 2 coats on this the last time I used it, so... What I just said went out the damn window. But that sparkle is really, really nice. It'll level out. Yeah. Beautimous. I like that milky look, though. From the colors either, which is nice. Which is what I like about this type of color. So, we're just going to do this to every one of them but the middle one. But, if you guys don't know and you're new here, hello, my name is Sugar. That is really pretty. If it's going in and out, do you guys want me to zoom in? Is it hard to see? Please let me know. Because I can't really see on my end, so. I did like that pink color, though. I'm looking for a warm tone pink like that, but a little bit more not as sheer. That color was really pretty. Beautiful. And you want to make sure you're getting that out from that. And you don't want any excess on the top here. Bring all that excess down. So it's not super bumpy at the top. Bumpy and lumpy, you know. But man, my kitty is still here, guys. She is still here, everybody. Which is kind of crazy that she's still here, but I'm glad she's still here. It's really, really hard, not gonna lie. It's been absolutely difficult not knowing the day or whatever, and some days are better than others. Some days are worse than others. But what I have been doing over the course of these last week or so, my son moved out. He got his own place. This is his first place ever. And it all happened so fast, and I wasn't ready. So, I guess it's maybe a blessing in disguise, because now I get my own room. Get to have my own nail room instead of the corner of my bedroom. I would much prefer him to stay home. However, he wants to be on his own, which I get, you know? I was the same way, but I was out when I was 16, so at least he's 20, you know? So I can't really say too much, because he's been working hard and doing his thing, and he's absolutely an amazing kid, dude. Like, I couldn't ask for a better kid. No joke on that. Him and my daughter are absolutely just amazing kids. It's really, 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 really snowing here right now. No worries, Mabel. Oh, you're in South Texas. Nice. I'm in Ohio. Where not a lot happens. Literally. But I like it here because I don't have to worry about hurricanes. I do have to worry about, like, tornadoes and stuff. But for the most part, we only have to worry about like tornadoes and like a snowstorm. So I'm kind of like in the dead smack middle of the United States, literally. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I kind of like being here. I like Ohio. A lot of people don't like Ohio, but I'm a country bumpkin, okay? I am a country bumpkin, born and raised out in the country. I am not a city girl, never have been, and I feel like it's really difficult for me to understand city life, but that's okay. It's not a bad thing. You know? That is really pretty with that glitter on there. See what I mean? It like disguises it. But I've been to lives and stuff like that, but like I just kind of became a hermit and was like, you know what? I'm going to deal with shit at home and kind of like get everything taken care of the best that I can here and then do what I got to do. I almost felt, I don't know, I felt weird. I don't know if y'all have this, but I do. I get these feelings. I know when things are about to happen, per se, if that makes sense. Different smells for different things. And so, for me, it's a little bit different. I don't know if y'all are like that, but is that better, y'all? What up, everybody? Alright, I'm just going to put a second coat on this. You can't get this color anymore, so I'm not even going to say the brand or the name. But I kind of would sit down and just, I felt like in the moment, I was like, am I giving up? That can't be possible. Your girl doesn't do that. I am a Sagittarius. Sagittariuses don't give up. We keep going. You know? But like, there's certain aspects and certain things that I guess when you got a lot going on, you don't really like think about a lot of shit that most people would think that you're thinking about. If that, I don't even know if that makes sense, but I really wasn't thinking about shit other than my kid and my cat at the same time. Because, you know, a lot of times when you have a lot of changes in the household like that really quickly, cats can get sicker, or if that makes sense. So you always got to try and be mindful of that aspect. If you have cats, then you know what I'm talking about. I mean, dogs are the same too. I mean, we're all creatures of habits. But I have been doing this. It'll be coming up on 4 years. In June. May or June. One of the two. And I usually just bear down the hatches and push through. Don't talk about it. I don't necessarily tell a lot of people about it. I just kind of quietly do what I gotta do and go from there, right? Because I don't need anybody to pity me. Not that anybody would, I'm just saying. I don't feel like I need to burden people with things. Not that if you tell people, you know, about something that's going on, that's a burden. That's not what I'm saying at all. At all. For the most part, it's just kind of one of those things where I'm so used to doing it myself. It's easier to be there for others than myself. However, I will now start being my own cheerleader. Because I had to come with grips with the fact that I was more a cheerleader for others and not myself. And that has stopped. So It's one of them things where you gotta love on yourself and work on yourself before you can do anything for anybody else. And so that was really made clear, these past few, like, month and a half, more so over this year, but in general. And it's like, I don't know, I've been doing this, for all these years, and I just want to create, love what I do, and inspire people to, no matter how old you are, to create, do what you want to do. Don't worry about what other people want. Because I feel like we find ourselves asking people, what do you want to see? When really, if we're making stuff for other people, but we're not liking it, then that's not going to be a great thing for us. Because we have to like it too. So I feel like we're constantly, I think YouTube does this little thing of like how it makes us feel with numbers and shit like that. And then sometimes people can get erratic with numbers. It's just the way it is, y'all. That's the truth of it. And you're just kind of like, if you're not a numbers person and you don't see it that way, that's cool. Which I didn't. You know what I mean? But the higher you get, the more people will hate. And that's okay, because if people are hating on you, then I guess you're doing something right, right? And with all this, you only have one life to live. And why is it, right? Why is it that we find ourselves looking for other people when everything is right inside of us? We have the power to change anything that we want in our lives. Not other people, not family, not other people, nothing like that. Us. We do. And so, that kind of was a thing. And I was like, holy shit. Like, this whole time, if you're looking for, listen, I'm an ex-people pleaser. I'm okay to say that. Like, I am an ex-people pleaser. Sometimes I'm still a people pleaser, I guess. You can't sit there and tell me that nobody is or hasn't, because all of us at some point has been that way. I'm just putting a base coat on this one really quickly, just so that way the colors flow on it. Should we use blooming gel, or should we do a ombre on this, or a marble? Are we doing a ombre with all the colors, or are we doing a marble? Because I kind of want to do a really, really, really cool marble, but like one that's actually going to look like a rainbow, though. One that has all the colors, which is somewhat hard to do, because I don't want the colors to be broken up. I want them to actually look like a rainbow. I've done it before. It's kind of tricky, but we want a ombre or a marble. But it's not even like so much. I guess it is. There's a lot of like negativity out there. But the thing is like, we don't have to put up with the negativity, because it's not on us to deal with other people's negativity or their projections or anything like that. And I'm saying this out of like my whatever. And I just was like, whether it's family, whether it's, you have a brother or a sister or a family member or friends or whatever the hell the case may be, it's up to us whether we choose to allow to consume that, right? No matter what end of the spectrum you're on, well, I choose to be positive, and I choose to love myself over anybody else other than obviously my kids, my family, my cats. But for the most part, I choose to love myself, because I think before I just never wanted to. I just never thought I was worthy enough to do that. Does that make sense? I don't know why. I just thought I wasn't worthy enough for it, but I thought everybody else was worthy enough to have my. I'm going to put that in for a full 60. I just thought everybody else was worthy of having my attention and my love and all of that, when in fact, if you turn around, half of that wouldn't even be thought of coming your way. well, my way, if that makes sense. So it's like you can either change your perspective for the better so you can be positive and so you can lead the charge in your life. And I'm talking in reference to myself here, nobody else. Um, but I used to think that I needed the approval of all these people out here when in fact I only need the approval of myself. And if you can get right with yourself, then you don't have to worry about anything else, in my eyes. As long as you do the right thing, as long as you know, your truth is your truth, and that is what it is. It doesn't matter what the situation is or whatever. Um, you know what I mean? It'll come out to be what you make it to be, if that makes sense. Look at that color, though. It's still somewhat transparent, but it's not at the same time. But that sparkle is like, yes. And I just feel like the only way to elevate, because I'm here to elevate. I'm here to elevate and get up here. I'm not here to be in this low vibration. I'm not here to be this little person on the totem pole. No, no, okay? Because am, I literally have made that choice to forgive, forget, and be respectful and walk away. And this is in a general sense over the years on my YouTube channel. And I think that's okay. I don't think I know that's okay because you're not harming anybody. You're just doing your thing. And as long as you're not going after people or hurting people or whatever, I feel like it's fine. Because we can agree to disagree on so many levels, and that's okay, especially with family. Especially with family, because, you know, a lot of us have a lot of family issues. Like, who the fuck doesn't have family issues, right? Right? But if I sit and allow anybody to drain that my own energy, even when I didn't think I was, right? Like, and listen, people don't want to hear it, and that's cool too. I'm me. I am fucking me. Okay? And if you love me, you love me. If you don't, you don't. I don't really give a fuck. I do not care anymore. Like, I've come to this conclusion that, like, if you love my personality and you love Sugar Eclipse Nails, you love my creations and you want to be here and you want to be here when I create and you want to be here when we just have chit chats and you want to be here when the day isn't always that 100% sunny rainbows and blah, blah, blah. You know, we're still going to try to make it the best that we can. You know, we'll talk about some shit. I don't usually plaster my shit all over YouTube. I just kind of deal with it. But at the end of the day, the things come at us that we allow in, right? So if we don't allow that type of shit in, then it won't come at us. But it's going to come at us if we continue to stick with that, like, I don't know. But as long as your intentions are pure, I feel like it's okay. And it depends on what your intentions are, how you see things, and whatever. And people change over the years, and that's great. Change for the better. Do what you feel like you gotta do. I'm on here to fucking have fun, create, and inspire. And I'm on YouTube for the simple fact of myself, bro. I am here on YouTube for myself. Me. Before, I was thinking about everybody else but myself. I'm not afraid to say it. It is what it is. But I felt like I'd come up here and chit chat with y'all. This is what they're looking like. So, did we choose? Are we doing a ombre or a marble? I didn't see. I didn't see it. I didn't see what you guys said. But for the most part, I feel like, in a general stance, in order to improve your life and make it better, you got to want to do and see and, you know, just make the judgment calls for yourself, because you can't expect anybody else to do it for you, because they won't. Nobody will do it for you. You are the only person that can create your life. You're the only person that can get your life to any other level that it needs to be. And you're the only other person that's going to love you no matter what. You're the only other person that won't abandon your own self. Because once you abandon your own self, then how do you expect anybody else to be there for you? Just saying. So these are the many things that I've been thinking about. marble and the cool rainbow pattern you talked about in the middle, because these are going to be marbled too. I guess we could do these, and we could do like a mom braid Frenchie here, and then we could do marbles here and marble there. What do you think? I think that would be cool. So marbled, okay, marbled, okay. So should I feel like I should do the blooming gel on that. Let me grab my blooming gel. I mean, I just been thinking about a lot of shit over this past month. I've been through a lot, and I don't like to put it on other people. I don't expect others to check on me. I don't expect anybody to do anything. You know why? Because once you start expecting somebody to do something, that's when shit changes. Alright? I have since added boundaries. And once those boundaries are crossed, if I walk away, I walk away, guys. I have to walk away for the better judgment of myself. You know? I'm not putting a big layer on this. Just a little bit, because I don't want it to bleed too fast. But, you know, I've changed a lot. So, I gotta get a flat brush. You're gonna want a flat brush. A flat brush is gonna be your best friend when it comes to doing a good marble. You can either do a flat brush like this, or you can do like a smaller flat brush. That'll also give you a good, whatchamacallit. But, you know, I just kind of sat down and I got to this point where I wanted to go live so bad. As you guys know, I love it so freaking much. But my God, and the thing is too, is we hold ourselves back from a lot of things, and a lot of like doors opening and stuff like that. We really do. We really do. And even though we think we don't, we still do. I'm done fucking doing that shit, y'all. I am done. I am not gonna sit here and loathe, because the only person it's hurting is me. Right? Nobody else is. It's me that's doing it. You know what I'm saying? So, this is just a little chit chat and nail art. Basically, you're gonna want to do it in a straight line more than this. This is gonna give you a chaotic rainbow versus an actual rainbow that you want, right? So, I'm going to grab another one of these so I can actually put the straight line on there. We'll just use two separate ones. And I'll go ahead and add those. And you want to start with the color, like when we go to do it, I'll show you. You want to start with the color that you want most of, because the ending color will get covered up if that makes sense. So, we'll just put this in a line. So I'm going to add it in a long stretch like so. Oh shit, I just got my purple in that. Make sure you take that off your brush before you put it back in here. And like, I know, obviously we all want to be loved and we all want to be liked, but you also have to give yourself permission that, to do the things that you want to do or that you see yourself doing. Because if you don't, then you're waiting on something that's not ever going to happen. Because you didn't give yourself permission to do it. I'm a little bit of a witchy vibe person, and I get these smells and these feelings, and same smells for different things, and blah 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 blah. I feel like on a spiritual note, I'm not really I don't go to church or anything, but like on a note, I've changed so much and learned a lot, and I feel like I needed to go through a lot of those lessons because I didn't know. And so over this past month and a half, I would say that me being a hermit was more or less, it wasn't a fight, it was just, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I guess it was my cat being sick and how close I am with her. I guess it's just coming to terms with what's actually going to happen because it is what it is and I have no control over it. You know what I mean? So just being up all night, making sure she's good. Because I can't sleep if my cat is sick like that, where it's to a point where it's, you know, I feel like she's hurting or in pain or something like that. I can't sleep, you know. The smell thing, I've had it since I was a little girl. I was born with it. I don't know. It's just, I have different smells for different situations, things that have happened before. Like, I'll get that smell about a week or so ahead of time, depending on how bad it is and depending on what it is. It's the same smell that I get every time. And there's a different one for each one, and it's a smell that was like in your nose. Like you can smell other things around you, but like it's just in the back of your nose. Like how do I want to put that? I don't know. I always thought I was weird child, because my mom was like, "What are you talking about?" You know what I'm saying? And nobody else in my family had it. So, but I've since learned that it is a thing, and I can depict whether or not it's good or bad. So, like, going through certain stages, it's weird, I know, but it is what it is. That's true, recording. That is absolutely true. Okay, here is this. Okay, I put that on here and had to do all that. And I think I might have to add a little bit more. Yeah. But like I had that smell and I was like, oh, something is happening. Something is happening, you know? Because like not everybody is, and it could be with anything. It could be with your life. It could be with, I have a channel, so like you just never know what it is until certain things kind of show you. I guess if that makes it, not really show you, but I've had it. I've had it my whole life. So, and then I have like super vibrant dreams as well. All right, I have to do this, and I think what I'm going to do is we're going to go from this corner and go like this. You know what I mean? And then the other side will go the opposite direction. So I'm going to start with the purple. That wasn't even enough to do anything. Okay, typically you want a lot. You want a lot on your brush, okay? So when you go to pick it up, you got that entire rainbow. Okay, because it's blooming out, we got to do it kind of fast. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to take... Dude, that looks really cool. I should have not done so much on this corner and left the lines in it like that, because that looks really cool. Just wish I had a little bit more pink on there. Oh my gosh. You know what it reminds me of? Infrared. That's what it reminds me of. Okay, I'm just going to bring this pink. So we have a little bit of that pink in there. I really like that. Like that with the lines in it. I think that looks really cool. I don't like this bottom part though, to be honest with you. What do you guys think? Should I clear out this bottom or you like it? Hey Tosh. Hey Alice. I like that. I like this. And if you want like more of a color in there, you want to take that color and just kind of bring it down. And just kind of add a little bit more to that spot so it spreads out and you have a little bit more of that purple. I don't know if I like that. What do you think? I love that. I love that right there, dude. Should we leave it? Clear it? Clear the bottom? Okay, I know what we want. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to wipe that off. And we're going to clear it and we're going to know what we're going to do. Because we want those lines in there. We definitely want those lines in there. I'm clearing it. That's going to look bomb. Okay, I'm going to take that off and then I'm going to do it again. It's fine. I know people are probably like, we're tired of rainbows, but I can't help it. All right. Let's do this again. So now I know what we want, or that we want the lines within it to give us that nice like gravity pull almost. If that makes sense. I needed this, you guys. Thanks for coming, everybody. Wait. Oso. Hi, girl. What is up? All right. I'm going to clean this guy out because you don't want all the colors on your brush per se, because you don't want that orange and shit to become brown. So clear out your brush. You can dry brush it. I usually dry brush it until I don't. All right. So I want purple. I want more purple. Oh, shit. So we're going to come this way. Ah. We definitely want more of that pink. Alright, let's take this. And I'm going to edge this over here. We're going to just add more. Because we need that purple in there. That looks cool, no? Alright, what do you think? Blah. I like it. It looks like a starry night, almost. You know what I mean? With all this. Just let it fall where it goes. Even down the sides. This whole side is supposed to be filled anyway. And then just have the streaks through here. So, I'm going to let it fall. I'm going to take some of this pink and add this. Kind of here. So it kind of attaches itself. Like so. And then you can either take your brush and pull through some of the color so it comes to the side more, or you can leave it. Care Bears. It is. It is actually giving Care Bears, ain't it? We're going to take some of that excess off. Alright. Now you don't want it to bloom too freaking much, but you also want to make sure you're getting that excess off there too. So I'm just gonna there, that opened up that purple too. Nice. There we go, y'all. Nice. Alright. Let's make sure she's not coming off the sides too much here. But, like, I love you guys, you know? Like, I'm really grateful to have all of you guys. You know? Oh my god, I have a hair. I need one of those thingies. Oh, hell. You know what? It's gonna stay there. Alright, we're gonna bring it back to the center, and then I'm curing it. Because we're losing our color. Alright, you're gonna take a liner brush, and you're gonna bring that color into you. First official fluke, yep. Wait, what'd Sandra say? Coffee? Okay, so when you have the nail, and you see it fall to the side, and you got this, like, area, that's alright, it's fine. We're just gonna cure it in hopes it'll be alright. Because you have a little divot right here, so I'm gonna try to take and... I think the floof might be cured in there. No? Oh, I got it. Nice. Okay. Nope, I guess not. Shit. Oh, hell. You know what? You're staying in there, floof. I'm not dealing with you no more. Alright, so. It still looks really cool. I must have hit the desk. Did y'all see me hit the desk or something? Because I truly don't remember. Alright, so you're going to have a lot that's going to flow off the side right here. See that? That you don't want. Yeah, she's just going to stay there. Floof it, right? Floof it. Alright, make sure we are golden on the sides here. Oh, hell. Alright. Alright, we got it now. I didn't plan this out, I guess. I'm usually pretty good at it. And then we're going to add some glitter right there. I'm just going to throw this in. Okay. That was hard. Harder than what I thought it was going to be. Now, this one we're going to do the ombre, right? So, this one's a full marble, correct? Or are we doing ombre on this one? We're doing ombre on those. This is a full marble, right? Alright, so I'm not going to add the blooming gel to this. We're just going to go in with the entire color palette and go from there. Meaning, we're going to add sparkles, and we're going to take these sparkles and add them in as well. So, we have a few of these beautiful sparkles. And we're going to use the different colors that we got. Alright. We have a green and orange. This one, a blue, and then this one's kind of a purpley one. Alright. So I'm going to take these colors, and I'm also going to put them down. Just so we have a bit of these that we can push through that after we get the color on. because you're not going to need a lot when it comes to using these types of sparkles. You literally just need a little bit and it will show up. So we're just going to add all of the colors in there. I'm going to take this one, which is my holographic, and we're going to throw that in as well. Alright. Alright, so we got our sparkles. Now, what we're going to do, we're just going to do that. Alright. Now, we're going to add these, and I'm going to add them in the line again, but I'm going to do it like this. We're going to go... This time, instead of a line, we're going to go like this. Now, I do it this way because I feel like I can get a better, like, rainbow effect. And then we'll do the other one the same. We'll do the... pinky the same way. But, like, I know I got a little bit whatever in the beginning there, but I literally have found that, like, if we do not work on ourselves, then how do we expect to get better? You know? Now, what I will say is the orange, you don't want a lot of orange because the orange can take over a color and so can the green. So I literally will just add a little bit of that because it can dull up your colors real quick. But since my son moved out, on another note, I now have my own nail room. And now I don't know what to do. I had all these ideas for like when I would get, you know. And now I'm just like, what? I don't know what to do now. Alright, make sure you guys have your liner brush ready for this one because, yeah. Don't have it that sweet anymore. My sugar levels would skyrocket. Aw. I can't do any of it. I can't do any tea at all. Alright, so for this one we're doing a full one. So I want to show you guys. This is how I used to do it. Get a little bit more of that rainbow effect, right? We're gonna make it fall. See how you get more of that like rainbow effect? Now with this one, you just kind of do it. And then we'll blend all those colors. And I need some more pink. So if you have pink in one area, go for purple. So I'm just going to join them. I'm going to take some of that off. For the most part, I like the ones where I can get that direct rainbow coming out. For the most part. And then you're going to join them with your liner brush. So... And then once you have basically all of that on, and then like right here we have that pink, orange, and yellow. Oh shit. And then that way the colors are shifting upward. Alright, now we're going to take these. And we're going to add this color and let it seep into these colors, because once you add these in here, they will seep into the colors and they will marble themselves. They literally marble themselves, y'all. Now you do have to be careful. There's a pink and a whatever close together. And we get that glitter in there. Alright, as long as you have all them open spaces with that glitter on there. Add a little bit there. It just kind of marbles itself together, right? So now, you're going to clean your brush off. And we're going to take this little guy. And we're just going to kind of add him in certain spots. Yeah, so we're just going to give like little veins of that glitter coming through, because you don't want to pull too much of that color off, but you still kind of want that vein of that color in there, right? So we got one there. Let's put one here. And then we'll put one at the top. Nice. Alright, now what we're going to do, alright, I'm going to hold it upside down. If they haven't cleared yet, you can take this and wiggle it back and forth, and it will actually I don't know if you can actually see that bonding together in that clear. Do you see that? Literally, the more you have on, the more it'll bond and clear within itself. So obviously we're going to be taking some off. But you want to make sure basically that entire nail is rounded and cleared out along those edges. And if you want to bring more of that color up like so, you can do that too. But you don't want it to go too much right here, especially if there's like greens and stuff that you need. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my liner brush and I'm going to drag a tiny bit of this pink through here, just to give us some pink up here. Because for the most part, we're good on the colors. It's not really rainbow, but it's fine. It's not really rainbow, but it's fine. We'll do more of a rainbow on the other one. So we're going to take that and we're going to pull out and down. Look what that gives us. A perfect amount of that milky sparkle look. Same thing on this end. Yeah. Same thing on this end. Grab it, pull down. Nice. Just gives you that nice marble effect, dude. Same thing here. We're going to pull down and over. Nice. And it literally gives your nail like the coolest look. Now I'm taking this as much off on this side as I possibly can. Same thing up here. Nice. Look at that. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and clear this. Oh yeah, that looks bomb. Clear this outside. Now, when you're clearing it out and you have shit on your gloves, it ends up putting... Nice. That's perfect. Alright, the only thing I want to do is make sure we kind of take this and pull it down. Because like I said, you don't want bulges, guys. You want it to be nice and the same. And if it's still coming off, that means you still have a lot on the nail, which is fine. Just make sure you take it off. Make sure the edges are nice. Alright, I'm going to hold that. Oh, I think it's cute. Alright, for this one, I'm going to add that glitter. We're going to be adding... What I was going to do was add flowers to the side of this. But since we did it that way, you see how, like, right here it got whatever? It should be okay. So I'm going to take these glitters. And I'm just going to... give it a little glitter effect in these little areas. once you get your top coat on, it's just gonna look like a sparkly whatever. I really thought in my head, I thought that it was gonna be okay. But I also was like, oh, we're gonna be doing the butterflies and putting the butterflies. Well, now I'm gonna have to do that side different because we have this here. And you see like this line right here? Yeah. So I'm putting that glitter there to give us almost like a layered look. I get lost in the sauce when I'm doing this, when I'm doing nails like this, guys. Do you? So I guess we could put like a little butterfly, I don't know, something up here and just, I don't know. I don't know how we're going to do this one. We're going to leave it. I like it like that. We're going to see how the other one comes out, but look at that. That looks really cool like that. So my marble typically looks like this. Now it's hard to get that rainbow, that like actual rainbow that you want. You have to do it literally a certain way to get that nice rainbow effect. So what time is it? What time is it, everybody? No, I didn't do any blooming gel on that one just so we could add more color to it without it breaking apart, I guess, if that makes sense. But on this one, we are going to be adding blooming gel. So I guess what I should have done and what I was going to do was add the color on and then take my brush off of the side that it was coming down on. Because I was wanting it to go this way and this way to come into each other. And I forgot to take my brush and clean it off because I liked how it was blooming out. So that was my part, my bad. Because I was going to use butterflies and flowers to kind of come down the side right here. And I forgot. So on the background. Because that was kind of going to be like the Frenchy part, if that makes sense. It's okay. We will go with it. I mean, I just felt like I needed to come on here. I needed to do some, like, nail therapy. I will be wearing these nails. But I gotta figure out what time it is. Okay, I have 20 minutes, y'all, and then we're gonna have to come back on for the part 2. I have to go get Sissy. So let's do these colors on this one, and then we'll come back and do the rest of those. So I'm trying to think if I want to do... Because I have to go this way with it now. Shit. And I need more purple. So I'm going to do it this way again. I don't really need that much crystal. Jeez. I definitely didn't need that much, but we're still going to be using the colors on the Mambre, so... Okay, let me know when it's 140. Okay, so when I do this, I'm going to have to make sure I got that pink in there, and I don't want the pink and the green, so I'm just going to... put that orange on there. I'm just gonna do it. I used to do it with a liner brush. Alright, so we gotta go this way with it. Whoa. Alright, hold up, y'all. So you basically need it to be on the outside, but... like that. Now I'm going to take this and we're just going to let it bloom out. One thing I am going to do, and then I'm going to make them all come together like I did with that other one. I'm going to put some of this pink. Whoa. We're going to let that bloom out and see what happens, y'all. I kind of like it, though. I just need this to come back this way. It's the only thing. See, when you do those lines, it really makes it, like, puff out. And I'm just not wondering if I do the glitter with it, if it'll... That looks really cool. I really like that a lot. I feel like I need to fill this part in here. Okay, I like that. Alright, I'm going to hold that over. I'm just going to do the glitter like I did the other one. Even though I like pulling it through. Let's see. Ooh, I feel like I'm going to mess it up. I'm just pulling it through this part here. Just going to follow that streak that I got there. Oh, that looks cool. Okay, so I'm going to pull some of this off here. Nice. That'll save it from going into each other. And then I'm going to take... and I'm just going to do a tibby bit here. Okay. I like that. What do you guys think? Yeah, I like it. A lot of times, like I said before, it'll crack open some of these colors so you don't have more than one on one side than the other. Nice. Oh yeah, I like that a lot. All right. Okay, I'm gonna bring this back up this way. Nice. All right, we got that in there. All right, the only thing I'm worried about is this part here. Okay. Like I said, you don't want that to roll down past where your stuff is. That looks bomb. All right, let's put her in. All right, so now that we got that done, I'm going to go ahead and top these two before I leave. And then, are you guys going to come back to see the rest of it? I love you guys. Thank you so much. Hi, Minna. Is it Minna? Mohammed? Hello. Solar Celestial. I like your name. Hello. We're doing a little spring moment. I'm going to top coat these. And I was going to top them with this guy here. But I feel like I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to top. And I'm going to use the Glossy No Wipe. For the most part, you don't want to have, like, if you can see the little outline where it fell to the side, you want to be careful when you're doing marbles like this. Now, most of the time, the top coat will, like, fill it out. But for the most part, you'll have those little lines, and it doesn't look great. And it definitely irks me. Okay, now this top coat was very thin, guys. Like, I'm talking thin. So you might have to use 2 coats depending on how your nail art portion is on your nail. So that way it can flatten out some of those bumps and whatnot on your nail. Seems pretty nice. Gonna fill in this edge. Now, there is one thing I do want to say is I'm very grateful that you guys are here. And if you're new, hello, my name is Sugar. I'm glad you guys are here. Really appreciate you guys. And if you're new, it's nice to meet all of you. I'm going to take that excess off. So we'll definitely have to cover up that portion with like a couple butterflies or two. Alright, let's make sure she is good. It's a nice top coat. But you definitely want to hold it upside down, especially if you have like little divots. Like right here, I have a divot. I might have to add a thicker top coat just to kind of fill that in a little bit. See how it bulges outward where all that sat? Oh, it's going to drive me bonkers. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but... Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and top coat this. Yeah, this is definitely very thin top coat. We'll see how shiny it is. But I've heard nothing but, like, amazing things about her top coat, so... Not gonna lie, I thought it was a little bit thicker than what it is, but as long as it works good, I don't care. Because I like top coats that will fill in even just the most minute areas on your nail that otherwise you, oh shit, otherwise you would have to, you know, put something there and... Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, you definitely want to hold it upside down. Grab your excess off. Because you definitely don't want that excess to like hang off one side or the other. And then you want to clean all that out from the inside so you don't have a bunch of crap underneath. Okay. I like it. It looks really, really cool, but I don't like this area here, so I'm going to have to put a butterfly down there or something. But do you see the difference of you using blooming gel versus not using blooming gel? You get a little bit more of a different type of marble. Now for this marble, all I'm going to do is add butterflies to it. And we'll add a couple flowers here and there. I mean, it's not my fave, I will say. The colors are beautiful, but it's not my favorite marble. Like, I can do way better marble than that. It's been a minute since I marbled, but it is certainly pretty. But you guys, I have like those real tiny butterflies. I can either do gold or iridescent. What do you guys think? You think the gold butterflies would look good? Because I felt like the gold would give it like a nice touch. So that's what she's looking like so far. Hi, Victoria. How are you? So for the most part, we have more of this than this. I don't know. I might want to redo this one because this one is not, I am not liking it. I am not liking that one at all. I like this one because it's still a marble. But these ones will be the Frenchies. So we're going to do, I don't know, should we do like a wiggly Frenchie like I did on my Valentine's set? So it looks like this, so it matches these. We might have to redo that one because, girl, I do not like it. I didn't like it at all. Question. Hi, Georgia. You like that one better? Really? I forgot I zoomed in, y'all. My bad. So if this whole time you couldn't see shit, well, my bad. What can I buy for a beginner nail tech? Oh my goodness. You know what it reminds me of? Almost like a retro. You know what I mean? So that's what the nails look like right now. But we're going to add butterflies and flowers to it. And then these ones are going to be ombre. Ombre Frenchies with a butterfly in the middle. We're going to put one of these butterflies in the middle. Like so. And then put some flowers around the edges. And I was going to do butterflies on the outside. Like flowing into whatever. But I feel like we need more color on this one. Like we did these. That's why I typically don't use Bloomin' Gel. I'll just do it this way versus Bloomin' Gel. Because I like the more coloristic part of this. You know what I mean? So for me, more color, more vibrant color smacked in your face like that is a lot more better for me, I guess. And I like this, but I felt like I just needed to get down the handiwork of the brush and making sure I should have just went ahead and added more color to this up here, and I think I would have been alright. But I don't like it. But if you guys think I should keep that one, let me know. What do you think? Should we keep that one or redo it? That's your favorite one? Aww. Yeah, these are square tips that Tosh sent me as well. Alright, guys. I gotta go get my daughter. However, we are going to come back on for part 2 after I get back. So stay tuned. It'll probably be about 4 o'clock. Okay? And then we will either redo it or we'll keep it and just kind of put some butterflies on there and whatnot. And I just want to say thanks for being here and putting up with my talking about stuff. And I didn't even get to the part I got so into doing the marble that I forgot I was talking about my new room that I'm going to do, so I'm going to take you into a tour of that as well, just so you guys can see what I'm working with. And that's where my head's been. So yeah, we'll get into that in part 2, but I love you guys. Thanks for listening to my rant. I felt like I needed to just talk to you guys, and maybe you guys would understand where I'm coming from, and maybe you guys get it and you've had it too. I don't know. But if you're new here, hi, my name is Sugar. It's nice to meet you. Thank you guys so much. We just did these marble effect spring nails. They're actually cool. I just don't like that one, but that seems to be a favorite. So we'll see if we want to redo it or not. But yeah, it's just the nail therapy, chit chat, and chill with Sugar, part 1. Part 2 will be later when I get back. Thanks for hanging with me. I really appreciate each and every single one of you guys. I do. You guys mean the world to me. Okay, I gotta go get her, but I love you guys. Drive safe, be safe. You guys are amazing, fantastic beings, and just know that you all got this shit, okay? And so do I. So I love you, and I'll see you on the flip side. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hype, and all the things, and come back later because we're gonna have part 2. All right? It'll be a little bit more fun. Love you. Bye.